Welcome to the second game today. An appeal for leg before. Even before we can get into the action has got into us. The Chartered Accountants Premier League Season 2 brings you loads and loads of action. Synergy strikers. Take on the Vikings. In fact, this is the playing 11 taking on the A squad. Playing 11 winning the toss, opting to bat first. Mani Kumar opening the batting, not of 2. Drive in the empty cover region. The fielder towards cover point. The batsman managed to hit the covers there for 4 beautiful runs. Mani Kumar off the mark with a beautiful boundary. Playing 11, number 3 on the points table. A squad at the bottom, not having registered any victories. Playing 11 have won 2 out of their 4 games. A squad will want to make a change to that equation today. Whether or not they manage that, we'll find out in about 3 hours' time, maybe. Played towards long on for a quick single. Played towards point, dot ball on that occasion. Defended again towards cover, the end of the first over. Score remains 6 for none. Tarun comes into the attack. Shortish ball outside the off stump. The keeper manages to hold that. Umpire signaling for the third umpire. Take a look whether or not that was over waste. Did ना? Wide followed by a no ball. So not a very good start from Tarun. Free hit will still continue. Missed by the wicketkeeper on that occasion. Will be at least a bye. No, in fact, a wide called by the umpire. So wide +1. The free hit still continues. Another wide. So not a good start for Tarun Reddy. He's conceded 5 runs now without bowling a legal ball. Finally gets one right, but that one is hit with venom. 6 runs over long off and cover. What a good shot that is. Swati Kumar gets his innings going with a 6. Just 1 ball into this over now. 11 runs conceded. Off the thigh pad, straight to the fielder at square leg. He still managed to get the single. Wait for the umpire's signal. No signal. So run off the bat. Driven down the ground towards long off. Just a single. Play and a miss. Once again called a wide by the umpire. Dot ball there. Appeal for caught behind there. Not sure if the keeper collected that cleanly. Last ball of the second over coming up. Play and a miss again, the end of the over. 20 runs at the end of 2. 14 coming from that over from Tarun. Load of them in the form of extras. 7 runs off the bat though.
Bola continue.
Ajay continuing to bowl. With that in the air, once again, covers long off, gets the gap with perfection, just a single on that occasion. Powerful hit again, fielder at long off, picked it very late. The umpire checking whether that carried all the way or not. We'll wait for the fielder to confirm.
Boundary 6 check करना पड़ा एक बार.
So that's referred back to the third umpire. We'll take a look at how far that travelled. Four signalled. Open the face of the bat, running fast between the fielder at short third man and point. Another boundary. So wonderful start now for playing 11, 29 for none of just 2.3 overs. Seem to be scoring their runs without taking any risks or chances. This time on the leg side, once again in the air. Couple of bounces and over the boundary rope. So back-to-back boundaries for Swati Kumar, 3 in the over. Dot ball back to the bowler. Last ball now of the third over coming up. Short on the leg side, just one bounce and over the boundary rope. Very productive over that, very expensive over from the bowling side. 17 runs off it. bottom edge, no harm done. Playing a miss outside the off stump there. Single towards long off. Just over the fielder at point. May have been a catching opportunity that. We'll take another look on the replay to figure out how close was that to being caught. Hit powerfully. Straight to the fielder there at point, who jumped, timed it right, just could not hold on to it. The first opportunity. Oh, and there's another lapse in the field there on the boundary rope. Simple fielding effort messed up. Concede 4 runs where they should just have been 1. And he's managed to pick up a wicket finally. After those couple of opportunities, Swathi Kumar gets an inside edge, I think, which went on to his stumps. And he's dismissed for 24 of 14. 𝗬पछि Krishna picks up his first wicket. 𝗙43 for 1, 4 overs gone. Manikantha Gajam comes out to bat. Arvind with the ball in hand, 53 wickets, 7.5 his economy. Manikantha, the bat in hand, 39 average, 145 strike rate. Very, very good stats. In the air, going towards mid-on, just a single. Defended. Beautiful bowling. Squared him up. What a ball that was from Arvind. Manikantha had no response. Another one that's played and missed. Keeper collects joyously. Driven towards mid-wicket. They take a single. No, they decide against that. Good pressure bowling this from Arvind. Just conceded 1 run this over. Fended back to the bowler again. The end of the over. Just 1 run off it. 44 for 105. Run rate dropped from almost 11 and over to 8.8. Poor that. Bad ball to start with. Poor wicket keeping as well. Just stretching his legs there. No way he can stop that, just using his foot. 5 runs conceded from 𝗬पछि Krishna. So boundary or 6 followed by a single. Good batting there by Swati Kumar. Struck on the pad, appeal for leg before, umpire says no. Beautifully hit on the offside, gave him width, and he said, "Thank you very much, I'll help myself to a boundary." So after a good couple of tight overs, this over again going for plenty. "16 runs of the over already, 2 balls still to come." outside half of the bat, but there's a fielder there in the deep now at third man, keeps it down to a single. Defended back to the bowler. The end of the sixth. Power play gone, 61 for 1. Playing 11 will definitely be the happier team of the two at the moment. Over 10 runs and over, just 1 wicket lost. The A squad will have to come up with some quick answers, because this game is running away from them very, very quickly. Not seen such high scoring here before. I find it very difficult to come back and chase a big score later on when they come out to bat in the second half of this game. And have to find a way to put a lid on the scoring. Played towards cover, no timing on that. Driven this time to the extra cover fielder in the deep. Played towards cover, no run that time. In fact, yes, there is just a misfield there. Swati playing well, 33 now of 18. 183 his strike rate. Been a very good innings from him so far. Hit in the air, but takes a couple of bounces and goes towards long on. In the air again, fielder trying to settle under it, well over his head. Wait for the umpire to signal 4 or 6 there. Played towards mid wicket for another single, but once again a misfield. Defended off the back foot. Good batting there from Swati Kumar. Outside half of the bat, but beats the fielder inside the circle. The ball will race away. Another boundary for Swati. Takes him to his 40s. 73 for 1 now. And Swati has scored 41 of them. The lion's share of the scoring, as they say. Fielder looking for the ball. Not sure if he can spot it. Yes, he can. Hit straight back. Fielder at long on does the fielding, keeps it down to a single. Wide outside the off stump. Played back past the bowler, just a single. Good long off. Hit again. Towards long on. But in the gap between long on and long off, 6-run signal by the umpire. And Swati now on 48, strike rate of 200, phenomenal batting from him. Just one hit away from a 50. 82 for 1 of 8 overs. If you're just joining us and watching this telecast, we welcome you to the Chartered Accountants Premier League Season 2, brought to you by MVL Broadcasting and Productions. Srinivas comes into the attack. Not a lot to talk about in terms of experience, just 7 wickets. He's bowling to Manikantha. Manikantha playing the sensible way. He's giving the strike to Swati Kumar, who's going great guns at the minute. Punched off the back foot. Fielder at deep point of the fielding, keeps it to a single. In the air, beats the fielder at cover. Fielder at long off runs around but can't get to that. Another boundary. So 92 now on the board. Rather 88. Yeah, 88 it is. And 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃 gets his boundary, 14 of 15. Interesting field this actually. Since we're in the 9th over of the game, they have the option of pushing fielders back, but they've decided not to do that. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fielders inside the circle at least. Easily choose to put that mid-wicket on the boundary or take that mid-wicket and place him at a deep cover position. They're choosing to have 5 fielders inside the circle for some reason. Playing a miss again. Maybe there was some bad on that. Looks so from the keeper's reaction. Last ball of the 9th over coming up. Beautifully driven again. Fielder at covers can do nothing about that. Just watch and pick up the ball. Wonderful batting from Mani. Gorgeous looking cover drive. 92 for 1 at the end of 9 overs. 10.2 to the current run rate. 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃 batting on 18 of 18 and 𝗁𝗏𝗃 Kumar on 49 of 25. Ahmed, right arm off break bowler, comes into the attack. 58 wickets. The economy of 9.3. Flighted from Ahmed. Shwati defends it. Just wants to take a look. Wicket keeper wears the helmet. Wants to stand up to the stumps now. Defend it again. Actually, a very interesting position, the wicket keeper. He's a few yards behind the stumps. There's no point actually of standing there because you cannot inflict a stumping when you're so far behind the stumps. Most edges also won't carry that far. That one is hit towards long on for a single. Boundary hit on the onside. Pierces the gap with perfection between long on and mid wicket. What a hit that is. Beautifully timed. To the right of the fielder at square leg. Another boundary. the 10 over mark, playing 11, 102 on the board for 1. Swati batting exceptionally well, got in his 50 of just 28 balls. Manikantha joining in the action, 27 of 21. Not a lot to talk about as far as the bowling is concerned. 𝗵𝗫 Krishna picked up the solitary wicket, but he's gone for 23 as well of his 2 overs. Arvind has been the only bowler who's managed to keep a lid on the scoring rate, 2 overs for 8 runs so far. Everybody else has conceded at least a minimum of 10 runs and over. So that's the gap that Ace squad need to fix if they need to have a chance in this game. Playing level will want to continue, will want to deliver more of what they've dished out in the first 10 overs. If they manage to do that, we're looking at a score of about 200. Whether or not we get there, we'll find out when we return with the action in about 5 minutes' time. This is Idris on behalf of MVL Broadcasting and Production. Starts off the 11th over, squirted away towards third man, just a single. Some discussion ongoing there between the batsman, the umpire and the fielders. Not sure what it is about. Gesturing towards the fielder in the deep at mid wicket as well. Interesting to know what happened there. Animated fielder at slip. bounce, carry, but the keeper can't hold to that. 4-run signal by the umpire for that ball for catching opportunity. Played that towards mid-wicket. Just a single. Playing a miss outside the off stump. Hit that powerfully in the gap between long on and mid wicket again. Another boundary. Wonderful batting this.
11 overs, 118. 118.
11 overs gone, 118 for 1. Beautifully played that to the right of the fielder at cover, and the left of the fielder in the deep. Bisected that gap to perfection and got 4 runs for it. Manikantha now batting really comfortably, a lot of confidence and conviction. 37 of 25, sorry. Driven towards deep cover, just a single. Hit that powerfully. A few bounces towards mid-wicket, just a single. In fact, I think they decided not to take the single there. Dot ball. Full jaw off there, and taking a toll of that. Every poor ball have been punished and hammered, and 6 runs of that one. Swati Kumar has completed 100 sixers in his career. Congratulations to him. Phenomenal batting from him. 100 sixes is a huge milestone. $129 for 1 the score. Still 1 ball to come this over from Arvind. Defended that time. Fielder in the deep comes around, keeps it down to a single. The end of the 12th, 130 for 1 on the board. Playing 11, looking for a very big score here, well in excess of 200. Gandhi, the new bowler, into the attack. 25 wickets, an economy of 9. On the leg side, that time, wide call by the umpire. No connection. The keeper once again lets that one pass through for 5 bonus runs. Avengers really making it difficult for themselves. 135 for 1 now. In the deep towards long off, just a single. Powerfully struck. Deep cover comes into play. Just a single again. In the air, launch towards long off. Full, hits the roller and goes for 6 again. Swathi Kumar is now letting all hell loose. 69 of just 37 balls, striking at 187. Wow, Swathi, take a bow. Gandhi is gone for 13 runs of just 3 balls. Outside edge of the bat, fielder at short point stops that. Wide again down the leg side. The keeper did get a glove on that one. Wide and a single. So 2 bonus runs added to the score. Inside half of the bat, just a single towards mid wicket. Another wide down the leg. Full toss, hit powerfully towards long on, keeps it down to a single there. The end of the 13th over, 148 for 1. Powerfully hit, what a shot that is. Just one bounce over the cover region. Swati Kumar continues on his merry way, 74 now of just 40 balls. The 150 up for playing 11. Still in over number 14, just 13.1 overs. The A squad are looking at a massive chase ahead of them. It's very important at such a time that the team somehow manages to get together, keep their calm, not worry too much about where they'll finish, stay in the moment, find a way to string a couple of tight overs. Just need to find a way to come back, pick a wicket. Somebody needs to raise his arm, pick his hand up and say that, "Captain, give me the ball." Just see the body language, hands on their hips, shoulders lagging down, full toss, not sure. Yeah, no ball called already by the square leg umpire. So 2 runs added to the score, plus the free hit. As Swati needs another invitation for a free hit, but he gets one anyway. Vamshi Krishna has gone for 30 of 2.2 overs. Did he get any bat on that? Not sure, but they decide against the single. So invariably happens on free hits. Batsman wants to go harder. In the process of attempting to go hard, you end up missing the ball. Once again in the air, fielder at cover, picked it very late. It does well to get behind it, keeps it down to a single. Beautifully hit again in the gap between long on and long off. 2 fielders in the deep, can't do anything about that except for picking up the ball beyond the boundary rope. What a shot. 160 comes up with that boundary and Manikanta gets within 1 stroke of his own half century. He's caught on to the scoring rate as well. He's now striking at 150. 45 of 30 balls. Appeal for leg before, but really more in hope than anticipation. The end of the over. 14 gone, 160 on the board.
60.
Punched again towards cover, just a single. Another wide down the leg side. Wide this time on the offside. The bowler's completely lost his radar. Gone already for 31 runs in 2.1 overs. In the air, a few bounces towards the fielder at cover. Punch from the crease once again to the same fielder there in the deep covers, just a single. Another wide on the leg side, well kept that time. Hit powerfully, fielder at mid wicket, long gone, both coming under that. But in the end, bouncing. Just a single. Want to check for no ball. No ball confirmed. That was rising over wave tide, not dipping enough. Wide again down the leg side. Rolls the fielder at long on, just to single again. Played towards mid wicket again. Another single. 15 overs into the game, 171 for 1. Playing 11, definitely dominating this game at this moment. Swati Kumar, star of the show, 79 of 46. Manikanta, 48 of 35. Not a lot to talk about as long as the bowling is concerned. 𝗬𝗪cy Krishna picking up the solitary wicket. Everybody watching us online, we welcome you again to the Chartered Accountants Premier League Season 2, organized by MVL Broadcasting and Production. Phenomenal pictures brought to you courtesy MVL, multiple camera angles, making sure that you have a view of every inch of the cricketing field, every angle presented to you in its full glory. My voice, Idris, helping narrate what's happening in the day, just to keep things interesting for you, watching us online. This beautiful tournament, this Chartered Accountants Premier League Season 2, brought to you by a title sponsor, Be In Legal, co-sponsor, 𝗀𝗏 Loans, associate sponsors, Trellis Dubai and GNB, and a supporting sponsor, 𝗨𝗏. We hope that you're enjoying this telecast. If you are, please do give us a like on Crick Heroes. A review goes a long way in helping build our credibility. The 15 overs gone, playing 11, 171 for 1. Projected score of around 230. I think they'll be disappointed if they don't get to 240. With the number of resources left and the way that both of these batsmen are going at the moment, I think 240 is the minimum that they'll target from here. Driven past the bowler. Long on, long off, looking at each other, just a single though. Playing a miss, keeper does well. Didn't bounce as much as he had expected. Launches into that, going straight towards long off. Who takes that catch? Finally, they hold on to one. KTR takes the catch. That ends the innings for Swati Kumar Reddy. Fabulous innings comes to an end. 79 of just 48. Maybe tiring a little bit towards the end of that innings. It's understandable. It's pretty warm out there. It's right around noontime. Exactly 12 p.m. right now. Gets caught. The ace squad get a much needed breakthrough. Is that too little, too late? You never know. Funny things happen in cricket. Maybe this wicket will trigger a collapse. A warm applause as Swathi walks out. Entertaining innings from him comes to an end. Next we have Rangam, Swami Rangam out to bat. 575 runs, average of 15, strike rate of 111. Playing a miss. Appeal for caught behind. The umpire says no. Change in field. Fine leg moving towards square leg. Fielder at square leg coming towards short cover. Full wicket giving some confidence there to the bowler. Another play and a miss outside the off stump. Sixteen overs gone, 172 for 2. Manikantha on strike, just a single away from his half century. 49 of 36. A good knock this has been from Manikantha as well. Driven past the bowler, 50 up for Manikantha. A good innings this has been from Manikantha Gajam as well. 50 of 37. Played second fiddle for a long time. When Swathi Reddy was going strongly, and then he launched into his own. Change in field, the deep cover comes inside the circle. Long off, long on, deep mid wicket, deep extra cover. 4 fielders in the deep. Gandhi having a shy at the stumps, not able to do any damage. Bowler asks him to go back again towards deep cover. Played on the leg side. Just a single. In fact, the keeper fumbles, they may look for the second, they decide against it. Playing a miss outside the off stump again. The keeper standing too far back, no chance of inflicting a stumping. Square leg umpire runs in to just take a closer look at the stumps. Taken on the full, hit in the deep towards mid wicket, just a single. A 176 for 2 now, the last ball of the 17th over coming up. Hit powerfully over square leg. I think that's going to go for 6. Not sure whether that's 4 or 6. Also not sure if the umpire wants to take a look.
to batsman team.
Excellent.
𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏.
6 runs signalled, but a fair delivery. The end of the 17th over, 182 for 2. Manikantha going on to 57 with that 6. Rangam, who's just joined him in the middle, on 2 of 6. Taking a miss again. Rangam has come in, played a few dot balls. It's surprising how A squad have managed to bowl length balls to Rangam, but full tosses to Manikantha. Driven to long off for a single. That's surprising. The fielder waited there. Definitely should have gone for the catch. Decided to stay back, collect that on the bounce. And Rangam is gone. So his misery comes to an end. Spent 9 balls there without being able to connect. 3 runs of 9. Next batsman who comes out is Harish. Average of 14, strike rate 106. Rangam not having a great day today with the bat. Another boundary. A good start to the inning for Harish. Let's take a look at that on the replay. Did not go where he wanted, but he got the results that he hoped for. Simple opportunity for run out, goes begging. Gandhi can't believe it. He fumbled himself and he collected that ball, but still there was a chance at the keeper's end. Selected the right hand, threw the ball, but the keeper failed to collect. Take a look at the replay. Definite run out there. Unfortunate that, because that was Manikantha. The well set Manikantha was in strike. A wicket there. would have definitely dented their scoring rate. The kind of day that they are having, ace quad, 189 for 3. An appeal there for stumping, interesting call that. Take a look at the replay. The keeper looks confident. I think the batsman was in his crease. I think he's got him. I think he's got him. That is fascinating. His foot is in the air just at the right moment. Yes, his foot is in the air for sure. You can see the shadow clearly. Take another look at the replay there. Foot in the air, bailiff dislodged. He's got him. So 𝗍_ici𝗃𝗲𝗄 has come and 𝗍_ici𝗃𝗲𝗄 has gone. Phenomenal piece of glove work that. Really, a little bit of luck. You've got to say that 𝗃_𝗏 have deserved some luck as well. They've not had the best day on the field. That one a lucky break for sure. 𝗍_ici𝗃𝗲𝗄's foot was in the air at the right moment when the bails were dislodged. Single to start of proceedings for Krishna. 13 average, strike rate of 112 for Krishna. Hit the gap with perfection there, 4 beautiful runs. Good players make you pay for mistakes that you make. That's exactly what Manikantha does. Remember, he got the reprieve of the run out in the last over. He capitalizes on that one, launches through that, gets the gap between long on and long off. Hit it in the air again. Couple of bounces. Fielder at long off does really well to get behind that, keeps it down to a single. Playing a miss outside the off stump. And he's bowled him. Number 5 down. 195 for 5 with that wicket. Ajay picks up his third, ends his spell 4 for 30. Good return for him considering the scorecard today. 195 on the board already for 4 for 30 is definitely a good return for Ajay. Middle stump flattened. The best way to end your spell is to take a wicket. In the air, beautifully struck by Manikantha. I think the fielders in the deep will converge to keep it down to 2. Leaves that towards long off. Will he come back for the second again? Yes, he does. And he makes it comfortably. Poor throw there. 199 on the board. Manikantha back on strike, 67 of 44. It's 200 up for playing 11. Again, will they come back for the second? Yes, they do. Easily completed 2. There may be a third run on as well, but they decide against it. So 201 for 5.
Last 3 balls, last 3 balls.
That's the last 3 balls of the innings left. Inside half of the pad, goes towards mid-wicket. They come back for the second again. Yes, they will. Very good running between the wickets by both batters. It's not easy to do that. Inside edge, I think, on pad, just a single. The last ball of the 20th over coming up now. Driven that powerfully towards long on. Will they come back for the second? Yes, they will. Wonderful running between the wickets from Manikantha. Remember, he's tired. 1,000 runs up for 𝗙𝗵𝗃𝗃. The new batsman who's just come out there has completed 1,000 runs with those couple of runs. So playing 11 finished with 206 for 5. A squad will be chasing 207 when they come out to bat. It is a mammoth ask, but an ask that I hope that they are excited for and prepared for. 207 is what the A squad will need when they come out to bat. A quick reflection on the performances. 'Manikantha Gajam, 72 of 47, the star of the show. Swati, 79 of 48 as well. Very well played by him. As far as the wickets were concerned over the ball, Ajay picked up 3 wickets, 4 overs, 30 runs for 3. 𝗵𝗁𝗃 Krishna, 3 overs, 35 for 1. And Aravind, 4 overs, 27 for 1. Everybody else went for at least 10 runs and over, so nothing really to talk about there with the ball in hand. Good comeback though with the bowling, because they at one stage looked like they're going to chase around 240. So I think they made a good comeback and come down to 206. 207 is what they will need. And we resume with the action in about 5 minutes' time. This is Idris on behalf of Team MVL Broadcasting and Production. The innings just gets underway. Yashwant Naidu and Pawan Kumar opening the batting for A squad. Pawan Kumar 17 average, strike rate 100. Yashwant Naidu average 10, strike rate 91. Harish opens the bowling, 37 wickets in 34 games, economy of 7.3. Gets bad on that. Ball races close to the boundary. Will the fielder manage to catch it? No, he won't. 4 runs. For everybody who's watching us online, we welcome you to the broadcast. The second game today between the A squad and playing 11. Playing 11 have managed to put on 206 on the board. A squad chasing 207 in 20 overs. We saw a couple of good innings for the playing 11 coming from Manikanta and Swati, both in their 70s. But now it's time for the A squad. Let's see what they're able to get to. Got bad on that again. Yashwant Naidu, that one is racing towards the boundary rope again, but this time slows down very close to the rope. There's a slight misfield there from the fielder, but luckily didn't cost them any. The end of the first over, 6 for none. Full ball, driven towards cover. Once again, not interested in the single. Although the change in batsman, Pawan is on strike now. It's that inside half, just to mid-on, no run. Once again, hit powerfully. Once again, no calling between the two batters there. He just hit it and ran with the shot. Good shot that. Got enough bat on it. Poor bowling with offered. But credit to Pawan. Capitalized on the loose one. Hit that for a boundary. Score moves on to double digits. 10 for none. hard against that. Not very well timed. The end of the second over, 10 for none. Everybody watching us online, we welcome you to the broadcast presented by MVL Broadcasting and Production. The Chartered Accountants Premier League Season 2, sponsored by Bein Legal, co-sponsor Forest 𝗪𝗪 Loans, associate sponsor Trellis and GNB, and a supporting sponsor 𝘊𝗨. Sidris commentating on behalf of Team MVL with a fantastic team of cameramen and tacticians who make this coverage possible for you. Cameras covering every inch of the cricket ground, bringing you various angles. That one is hit towards mid-on, just a single. Definite wide that time on the offside. Too far away, the umpire stretches his arms, confirms our suspicion. Driven past the fielder at cover, single towards long off. Outside edge, but a misfield there. Oh, that is Rangam. He's a fielder there. I thought that was a spectator on the ground. But a change in clothing, which is allowed for Rangam. $14 for none of 2.4. Driven back to the bowler. Should have been a single there, but Pawan had turned his back very early on Yashwant. Not sure what happened there, but no run in the end. 2 overs gone, 3 overs gone, 14 for none. Inside half of the bat, lucky, didn't go back to the stumps. Once again goes hard after that. Inside half of the bat, just a single to long off. Launched into that one, beats mid-on, goes for 4. Good stroke from Pawan, brings up his second boundary. Gets room on the offside, drills it. The fielder at point, slight misfield, concedes a single. Play in a miss. Twenty-one for none, 4.1 overs into the game. Both batsmen batting on 10. Yashwant 10 of 14, Pawan 10 of 11. Satish Reddy now with the ball in hand. 72 wickets for him in 100 games. Flicked on the leg side. Just a single towards square leg. Leg by for sure, getting some thigh pad there. Wait for the umpire to confirm. Yes, he does confirm that. Hit over the fielder at cover, not very well timed. The fielder running back, chasing that. The ball stops on its way to the boundary, just 2 more runs added. Yashwant trying to go hard. So far has not been able to time any.
Clear.
25 for none, 4.4 overs. Required run rate climbing to almost 12 runs an over now. Current run rate 5.4. Yashwant batting on 13 of 16. Again, lets that one go. Umpire says that that's a good ball. Yashwant can't believe it. He stares at the umpire in disbelief. Coming to the last ball, that will finish the first quarter of the second innings. Goes after that, misses that again. The end of the 5th over, 25 for none. Exactly 5 runs an over at the moment, requiring 12.13 an over to win this game from here. Have a mountain to climb. Really depends on whether they want to climb it or not, whether they are keen to do that. We'll find out as we continue with the action. Everybody watching us online, we welcome you again to this wonderful telecast presented to you by MVL Broadcasting and Production. Live pictures coming from 4 different cameras. Commentary provided by me, Idris Haji. I'm hoping that you're enjoying the coverage, the pictures and the audio as well. If you do, please do give us a thumbs up. A review on Cricket Heroes goes a long way. This tournament, the Chartered Accountants Premier League Season 2, brought to you by Be In Legal, a title sponsor. Associate sponsor, 4𝗪𝗪 Co-sponsor, 4𝗪𝗪 Associate sponsors, GNB. GNB and Trellis are associate sponsors. And finally, 𝗨𝗏, a supporting sponsor. We really appreciate your sponsorship, your cooperation, your help in building this sport. Goes a long way in making events like this possible. So come back to the action. Verma, ball in hand. 43 wickets in 50 matches, economy of 9. Starts off with a wide. Hits that between the fielders at long on and long off for 4 runs. A much needed boundary for the A squad. The score goes to the 30s now with that 4. Hit again to the same fielder, but this time straight to him, just a single. Brings Yashwant back on strike. Beautifully played. They call that threading a needle. Very well timed. Just a couple of runs. Good chase there by the fielders. Hunting it in pairs. Drills it past the fielder at mid-wicket. The fielder at long on runs around, does brilliantly well to stop that. Phenomenal work that in the deep. Disappointingly, they've only taken a single there. That should have been at least 2 runs. Phenomenal work in the field that. And he's bowled him. How many times do we see that in the game of cricket? You don't break the run, you lose your wicket. The next ball, Pawan will be cursing Yashwant at the moment, because really there were two on there. He chose not to take that second, and as a result Pawan had to face strike and he lost his wicket. 𝗬पछि Krishna, the new batsman who walks out. 11 his average, 105 his strike rate. Take another look at the replay. Take a look at that replay. Inside edge onto the middle stump, and Pawan has to go. Really, that wicket came from the fielding effort on the previous ball. Great fielding on the boundary rope, stopped a certain boundary. Batsman changed strike, and the change of strike resulting in the wicket. Place that towards long on for a single. The end of the sixth over, 35 for 1.
6 overs 35.
Drives that to long off for a single. Beautifully played. Just a single though. Dot ball. Another one. Another one that the batsman lets go of. The non-striker not happy. He's asking the umpire if he can review that. Really, you can't.
37. Caller, please. Mind.
Outside half of the bat, floating towards deep cover, lands in no man's land. A couple of runs. And he's bowled him. Smashing side that for a fast bowler. To see the off stump go cartwheeling outside the ground is just phenomenal. Let's take a look at the replay. Because that was quite a delight to see from a bowler's point of view, and absolutely something that you'd hate to watch as a batsman. Middle stump flattened out. What happened there? Tried to play inside the line of the ball. Take another look at that front on. Yes, just huge gap between bat and pad, and the bowler found that. Credit to the bowler. Dot ball to start off. Bowler name, sir. Bowler name. Five Venkat, the new bowler, into the attack. 8 overs into the game, 39 for 2. Played that towards point. Slight bat throw, but no harm done. Single towards deep cover. Another dot ball. Another dot ball. Inside edge, goes towards square leg, another single. The dot ball. In the air, straight to the fielder at mid wicket. Takes a good catch. Fielder name, sir. It's hit in the air just towards mid-wicket, and the fielder held on to that one. 42 for 3. It's the 10th over, the last ball of the 10th over about to be bowled. Gandhi, if the new batsman who comes out to bat. .42 for 3. Last ball of the 10th over. Defended towards mid-wicket, the end of the 10th. The end of the first 10 overs, just 42 for 3. It's going to be a very, very difficult task this now for the A squad. Chasing a mountain of runs. Another 165 needed in 60 balls. Whether or not they get there, it's going to be unlikely if they do. We'll find out when we return to the action in about 5 minutes' time as the players take a break for a drink. You're watching Season 2 of the Chartered Accountants Premier League, brought to you by MVL Broadcasting and Production. Title sponsors being Legal, co-sponsor 4S Dial for Loans, associate sponsor Trellis Dubai and GNB, and a supporting sponsor is 𝗀𝗏. This is Idris on behalf of Team MVL, commentating, hoping that you're enjoying the pictures and enjoying the audio that's shared with you. Join us back in 5 minutes.
Dot.
And the umpire has raised his finger plumb in front of his stumps. Take a look at the replay. Right in front of his stumps, middle of middle. Srinivas, the new batter. Just 4 his batting average, 27 runs scored so far. Strikes the first one well, towards long off, just a single. Straight to the cover fielder, flight midfield, concedes the single. Played back towards the bowler. It's hit towards square leg. Just a single. Take another look at that replay from the leg before. Pitched on off and middle, going on to hit middle stump exactly in front of the middle stump there. This is the kind of replay you would use when you were teaching the law to a kid as to when a batsman is out leg before wicket. Manikantha comes into bowl. Shortish ball, umpire calls that a no ball, must have bounced twice on its way to the keeper. So free hit conceded to Srinivas. He's bowled him, but that's a free hit, so it won't count. A stumping opportunity missed there. In fact, there may be a run out now, and he misses that one too. So one by signalled. by the umpire. Funny piece of cricket that. First the stumping opportunity goes missing, and then the keeper misses a run out from maybe 2 yards away. Take a look again. There you go. First the stumping miss. Back to live action. He's managed to hit that in the gap between mid-wicket and mid-on. And the fielder allows an own goal. 4 runs after a long time. The 50 comes up. 50 up for the A squad. Hit that towards long on. Just a single. Short ball outside the leg stump. Hit that well, but straight to the fielder at square leg. Disappointing that. He should have gotten more of that. Another one that goes begging. Dot ball to end the 12th over. 53 for 4. Hits that in the gap between the cover and the deep fielder. Scrambling effort there by that fielder. Keeps that down to a single. Tried to hit that in the air, going towards long on, a couple of bounces, just a single. Missed outside the off stump. Advances, connects it well, but once again on the bounce to the fielder in the deep. That one is hit towards the fielder at square leg and mid wicket. Come back for the second run. Last ball of the 13th over coming up. Late to the fielder at cover. The end of the 13th over. 58 runs on the board. 4.5 the current run rate. The Chartered Accountants Premier League Season 2 brought to you by MVL Broadcasting and Production, being legal and title sponsor, 𝗬𝗏𝗏, a co-sponsor, 𝗬𝗏 associate sponsor, GNB an associate sponsor, and 𝘆RVET is a supporting sponsor. They're speaking on behalf of Team MVL to you. Short ball that's cut in the gap between point and third man. Fielder at point gives it a good chase, keeps it down to 2. Boycotts the run up there, not sure what happened. Place that towards point, just a single. Hit beautifully all the way over the fielder at long off for 6 runs. The first one for the A squad coming off Gandhi's bat. Extremely non-violent personality, Gandhi, but he's showing some aggression with the bat. What a way to bring up your first 6 through the line of the ball. Goes again, this time towards long on and mid-wicket. Think that has carried, not sure if it has. We'll wait for the fielder to signal that to us. Umpire confirms that that's a boundary. The end of the 14th over. 13 runs coming off that, 71. Bowler 5 𝗃𝗏𝗏𝗏. Beat the fielder towards point. Ball is racing towards the boundary rope, but the fielder at deep cover comes around and keeps that down to 2 runs. Advances, hits that towards long off. Just a single. Launches into that again. Fielder at long on, settles under that. Not sure what's happened there. Have you taken the catch? Have you stepped onto the boundary rope? We'll wait for the fielder to confirm what is his suspicion. आउट है कहते Manikanta takes that catch on the boundary. New batsman that walks out is Adarsh. Two dot balls back to back. The last ball of the 15th over coming up now. Defends that towards square leg. Takes a single. The end of the 15th over. 75 for 5. The last quarter of this innings coming up. Final 5 overs. They need 132 to win the game. That's obviously not going to happen. Two overs for 10 runs today for Harish so far. Right arm over the wicket. Simply guided towards point for a single. Play in a miss. Narrowly misses the stumps. Take a look at the replay. How far away was that from the stumps? Very close. कर रहे हैं. 4 runs coming off that one. This time goes on the leg side. Just a single to mid wicket. 90 on the board now for the A squad. 20 balls left in this innings. How many more can the A squad get? They'll try and target maybe getting to 140, 150 so that they can salvage their run rate. Full toss, that's just played towards cover. Single. Cut once again towards the fielder at point. Who misses that, gives them the opportunity to take the second run. So that's good aggressive running between the wickets by both these batters. 17 overs gone, 93 for 5. Surya into the attack, left arm around the wicket. That one is hit towards mid wicket. Will they go for the second? No, they won't. Happy with the single. Bounces down the pitch, hits that towards long on for a single. In the air, it's going to be a catching opportunity for the fielder at cover. No, he's not judged it well. In fact, concedes the second run. Bounces, hits that straight to the fielder at long off, who settles under that and takes a comfortable catch. Swati Kumar, all the runs that he scored today, to go with that, he has a catch as well to his name. Ahmed, the new batter, walking out. You see the fielder settling under that, taking that comfortably. Swati continues his merry day today. Punch that, straight to the fielder at cover, who misses. But there is a backup fielder behind him. That takes us to the end of the over. 𝗬𝗏 comes back to bowl his last over, 19 for none in his 3. Batsman had no idea where the ball had gone. It's just close to his pads. Plays a good stroke towards long off, just a single. Top edge. Your catch, my catch, in the end, drop catch. Two fielders converging there, unfortunately getting into one another, and that ball just landing on the ground. Funny moment, a moment that the bowler will not cherish. And in the deep, powerfully towards cover, just a single. The score goes beyond 100 with that drop catch, 101 for 6 now. And he's bowled him. So Ahmed practicing some big strokes there, but unfortunately for him, not getting any bat on the ball. Loses his stump. Bowled of 𝗬𝗏. 𝗬𝗏 picks up his first wicket, 7 wickets down now for the A squad. Have we got a 𝗙𝗵𝗆? It's that powerfully, goes to long off, just another single. The last over about to get underway, 102 for 7 on the board. They need exactly 100 runs to win this game in the last over. So not a lot of excitement in the field for obvious reasons, a one-sided outcome. But you get all kinds of games in the game of cricket. Beaten, no run. The Chartered Accountants Premier League Season 2 brought to you by MVL, Broadcasting and Production. Title sponsor being local, being legal. Then a miss outside the off stump. It's that, straight towards long off for a single. drive that, the gap between cover and deep cover, just a single again. So the last 2 balls of the innings, would hope that there are some fireworks now from 𝗵𝗁 Krishna. Really, they have nothing to lose. It's 2 balls left. Go for it, no connection again. An anti-climax, a dot ball again. Connects that, but just a single too long off. The end of the innings, the end of the match. 105 on the board. Not too many performances to talk about in the second half of this game. Yashwant Naidu, 19 of 24, Pawan Kumar, 15 of 15, Srinivas Komathineni, 26 of 24, Gandhi, 19 of 13, and others, 10 of 14. Those were the only ones worth mentioning. From the bowling side, Verma had a good day, 4 overs, 27 for 3, 5 and cut, 4 overs, 13 for 2. The first half of the innings was obviously very entertaining, 200 on the board. Swati scored 79 of 48, and Manikanta provided very good support, 72 of 47. The hero of the match, Swati Kumar Reddy, 79 of 48. Fantastic knock from him, 5 sixers and 8 boundaries in that innings. We hope that you enjoyed this telecast. If you did, do give us a like on Quick Heroes on YouTube. This is Idris on behalf of MVL, presenting to you the Chartered Accountants Premier League Season 2. Join us in about 10 minutes time, or rather 30 minutes time, when we begin the last game of the day. For now, it is Idris signing off on behalf of Team MVL.